did you? Anything you want.
Silver price outlook for 2018, here's why it could be a big year for the metal. Silver sales soaring up mints as silver prices remain flat. Silver prices have been relatively flat over the past few months. In the long run, the gray precious metal could soar. There seems to be a silver rush in the making, and those against it are getting nervous. If you want to know how silver demand looks, pay attention to sales at mints around the world. In the last 2 months, something interesting has happened. Mint silver sales have skyrocketed, as prices have been relatively flat. Consider the U.S. Mint. In September, the Mint sold 320,000 ounces of silver in American Eagle coins. October is not even finished yet, but the Mint has already sold 750,000 ounces of silver in similar coins. If you do simple math, this represents an increase of over 134%. It will not be shocking if silver sales figures hit 1 million ounces for October at the U.S. Mint. At the Perth Mint, Australia's biggest mint, silver sales in September amounted to 697,849 ounces. This figure was 78% higher from August. Year to date, the Perth Mint has sold 7.21 million ounces of silver. Silver bears getting nervous. While mint sales are showing there's a sort of silver rush in the making, those who are betting against silver prices seem to be getting nervous. This is not talked much in the mainstream, but it could have very positive impacts on silver prices. To see this, you have to look at the Commitments of Traders report released by the U.S. Commodity Futures Trading Commission released every week. This report gives a general idea of who's doing what. One of the things stated in this report is how the managed money is behaving. Essentially, these are institutional investors. They have huge buying power and the ability to move the markets. Since the beginning of the year, managed money has been reducing their short positions. That's their bets against silver prices. Consider this, in the first week of January, they were short 19,343 futures contracts. Mind you, one contract is 5,000 ounces. This means they were down 96.71 million ounces. In the most recent report, this figure was 10,744, or 53.72 million ounces. This represents a decline of 8,599 futures contracts, or over 44%, in a matter of 10 months. If this doesn't tell you that shorts are getting nervous, then what will? Silver prices outlook, why 2018 could be big for silver. Dear reader, silver prices are being ignored severely despite some major shifts happening in the market. I ask, how long could this continue? To me, it will not be shocking if 2018 turns out to be very big for silver prices. I say this because I believe that's when investors will start paying attention to data and realize how the gray precious metal is undervalued. Obviously, with time, we will know more. In the meantime, I can't help but be bullish on silver prices ahead. How to invest in silver. 3 ways to invest in silver in 2017. How and why should you consider investing in silver? Investors flock to precious metals like silver to protect against inflation and hedge against uncertainty. Because of all the ongoing uncertainty, precious metals like silver have, especially since the onslaught of the Great Recession, become retirement portfolio staples. Despite the so-called decent economic indicators, there are a lot of reasons why silver prices will remain bullish in 2017. Uncertainty around the Trump presidency and his policies, the U.S. economy, the global economy, geopolitical tensions, etc. While silver prices made a strong run in the first half of 2016, climbing 53% to a multi-year high of $21.23. Silver prices retreated in the second half of the year on improved economic data and optimism around the Trump presidency. Still, silver ended 2016 up more than 15%. That's a good year for a commodity that investors had shunned for a record 4 years. And 2017 is shaping up to be a solid year for silver prices. Silver is up 5.3% in the first 2 weeks of 2017, near $16.80 per ounce. By comparison, the flying high S&P 500 is up just 1%. Why? With stocks overvalued and momentum stalled, investors are taking a wait-and-see approach to what the Donald Trump presidency will look like. Investors aren't known for their patience either. If Donald Trump's campaign trail promises which have been behind the post-election market melt-up don't materialize and stock market momentum fades, silver will be another contender for top investments in 2017. If you're interested in adding silver to your portfolio or are looking to diversify your holdings, below you'll find a number of different ways of increasing your exposure to silver. 1. Physical silver. Buying physical bullion is a great way to get your hands on silver. After all, if the markets crash or the dollar tanks, silver is better than any fiat currency. When you buy silver bullion, you know exactly where your money went, and you have immediate access to it whenever you want. When you buy physical silver, it's going to cost you a little more than what you see quoted in the news. The price you pay to buy a physical ounce of silver over the spot price is called the premium. Coins. Silver coins are the easiest way for investors to own physical silver. You can purchase silver coins that range anywhere from a half ounce to 5 ounces, to several dozen ounces. Bars. Silver bars are a great way to buy silver if you want to purchase it in large quantities. A standard silver bar weighs 1,000 ounces, or 70 pounds. But silver bars come in all kinds of different sizes: 1 ounce, 5 ounce, 10 ounce, 100 ounce, 1 kilo, 5 kilo, and up. This allows investors, no matter how much money they have available, to spend to purchase silver bars. Antiques. Visiting your local antique store or flea market is a great way to find silver. It might be old and tarnished, but chances are good you'll be buying solid silver at close to the spot price. 2. Silver stocks. Another way to invest in silver is through silver mining stocks. Silver prices are cyclical. This presents good buying opportunities for investors who want exposure to silver stocks. Investing in silver stocks does not give you access to physical silver, but like the broader stock market, offers an excellent opportunity for serious growth that outpaces actual physical silver. On top of that, some silver stocks also provide dividends. Here are a few silver mining stocks worth investigating. Silver Wheaton Corporation. NYSE, SLW, SLW is the world's largest silver streaming company. Silver streaming is the process in which one company purchases a mining company's production to refine and distribute the silver. In 2016, a year in which physical silver prices advanced 15%, Silver Wheaton's share price soared more than 50%. Silver Wheaton also provides an annual dividend of 1.19%, or 24 cents per share. Pan American Silver Corporation, Nasdaq, PAS, PA is one of the largest silver producers in the world and is working to diversify into gold. Pan American's mineral reserves are estimated to contain 280 million ounces of silver and 2.1 million ounces of gold. Pan American Silver provides a modest annual dividend of 0.29%, or 5 cents per share. In 2016, Pan American Silver's share price soared 126%. Core Mining Inc. NYSE, CDE is the largest U.S.-based primary silver producer. Founded in 1928, the company has operations in North America, South America, and Australia. The company produces around 18 million ounces of silver and more than 226,400 ounces of gold annually, with silver accounting for around 3/4 of revenue. In 2015, Core achieved a record production of 35.6 million silver equivalent ounces, a year-over-year increase of 11%. Production in 2016 is projected to be 34.4 to 37.0 million silver equivalent ounces. Most of the bullion is sold to bullion trading banks and to smelters. In 2016, Core's share price climbed 330%. Great Panther Silver Limited, NYSEMT, JPL, JPR is primarily a silver mining and exploration company with activities focused in Mexico. The company recently announced an agreement to acquire a 100% interest in the Cahuarcamca mine complex in the central Andes of Peru. In 2017, the company expects to produce between 4.0 and 4.1 million silver equivalent ounces from its Mexico operations. In 2016, Grey Panther's share price increased 225%. 3. Exchange-traded funds. Exchange-traded funds (ETFs) are an excellent way for silver bulls to gain access to a wide number of different silver stocks. When it comes to silver exposure, there's an ETF for almost every segment of the silver market: physical bullion, futures, and mining stocks. iShares Silver Trust (ETF), NISARCA, SLV is the most popular way for investors to access physical silver. SLV holds 362.3 million ounces of silver in trust, with net assets of $7 billion. Its silver bars are held in vaults in London, England and New York City. Silver Trust (NISARCA) SIVR is an ETF that also tracks physical silver bullion. SIVR has 19.3 million ounces of silver in trust, with $327.3 million in assets under management. Global X Silver Miners (NISARCA) SIL is an ETF that provides investors access to a number of popular silver mining, refining, and exploration companies from around the world. The fund has net assets of $318.2 million, and the top holdings include Fresnillo plc 13.27%, Silver Wheaton Corporation 12.93%, Pan American Silver Corporation 11.25%, and Tahoe Resources Inc. 8.78%. Puri Fund's ICE Junior Silver ETF (NISARCA) SIL is an excellent way for investors to get exposure to small-cap silver companies. The benefit to a junior silver play is that they could experience much higher growth rates than large-cap companies. They could also become an acquisition target. The fund holds 24 stocks, with total assets worth $58.5 million. The top holdings include Core Mining Inc., Pan American Silver Corporation, First Majestic Silver Corporation, Exelon Resources Incorporated, Fortuna Silver Mines Inc., Endeavor Silver Corporation, and Mag Silver Corporation. Final thought on silver investing. 2017 is poised to be a strong year for silver prices. Fortunately, there are a number of different ways for silver bulls to diversify their portfolios and gain exposure to silver. Could silver prices skyrocket? Rising industrial metals make a strong case. Industrial metals getting investors' attention, silver prices remain ignored. Silver prices are severely ignored these days. Mark my words, the gray precious metal could reward big time. You see, there's something interesting happening these days, and no one is talking about it. If you look at metals for industrial use, you'll see that they are getting a lot of attention. For example, look at copper. Year to date, the price of the red metal has increased over 27%. It currently sits at its highest level since 2014. Copper isn't the only industrial metal witnessing a robust move to the upside, however. Aluminum prices are soaring as well. They're testing the 2014 highs. Zinc prices are ripping higher too. This metal now trades at around $1.50 a pound. In mid-2015, it traded at around 65 cents a pound. This represents an increase of more than 130% in little over 2 years. Palladium has shown a stellar performance as well. It traded as low as $450 an ounce in early 2016. Now it trades at around $950 an ounce. This represents an increase of over 111% in less than 2 years. Now, coming back to silver prices. Year to date, the gray precious metal has increased by only 7.5%. If you look at its performance since mid-2015, you'll see that it's relatively flat. Here's the thing that a lot of investors forget: even though silver is considered a precious metal, it has a huge industrial demand as well. To give you some perspective, consider this: over 50% of silver is consumed for industrial use. The metal is used in electronics, solar cells, as a chemical catalyst, and much more. In 2016, global silver demand was 1.027 billion ounces. Well over 500 million ounces of that was for industrial use. Why silver prices could make a run toward $50 in the next year? Looking at all this, it must be asked, Why isn't silver getting as much attention as the other industrial metals? It wouldn't astonish me if investors wake up one day and start buying silver again after ignoring it. To me, the greatest indication of this would be when the correlation between gold and silver prices goes haywire, meaning, you'd see gold prices remaining flat but silver prices jumping higher. It would indicate that silver is not being looked at as just a precious metal. Dear reader, I reiterate, ignoring silver prices could be a big mistake. I see the metal to be one of the best opportunities out there. How high could silver prices go? I am not big into predicting the exact prices, but, in next year, I wouldn't be shocked if silver makes a solid run toward $50. With this said, I am also paying a lot of attention